Alright, there we go! New series here on the semifinals of the Warchief Club. It is in the purple, playing as the French. It is Dragevann. And on the other side, playing in the color yellow as the Mongols, it is Scatterbrained. We saw the amount of damage Scatterbrained was able to do last series against Knock as the Mongols. Dragevann as the French, though, will be a different beast entirely. Without military schools in the Dark Age and knights in the Fiddle Age, gonna require, I think, a very different strategy. So this map, I don't remember the name. Okay, very quickly, wait a little tiny research there. It's scouting. So this map is... what does it say? Oh well, anyway, I don't remember the name, but I know the map. So it's like Frisian marshes, but the marshes are on the outside. So on the outside, like, you only have this one gold and that one gold, and I think it's to keep players without center control in the game, otherwise the game could end very quickly. And the center has those resources, like this big stone, the small stone here, the large gold. So yeah, so very different areas where you want to get the map control, but same concept. You spawn very close to one another, just it's not cross spawn. Oh crap. Dragevann already aging up and no tower in sight. Dragevann with the... what are these walls? Can someone explain to me what these walls are? Damn, that's a very fast age up, by the way. By Dragevann, aging up with 3 workers on a landmark. 1 gold seems to be the new meta here. But 1 gold now, and then you add the rest of the villagers. My, that's a lot of sheep for Dragevann. Dragevann, he hasn't won the game with the sheep, but this is a very promising start. Okay, there we go. Here's the worker building the tower. Only 60 gold, that's not great, but horsemen will be able to be produced. Deletes the walls and deletes the mining camp as well. The mining camp delete is to not give any resources over to Scatterbrained. So I don't know what Dragevann is going for here. The strategy should be something around archers. But I don't know if he's going heavy on archers, if he's going to try to wall in, if he's just going to ignore the towers and go for Scatterbrained completely, if he's going to go for the economy of Scatterbrained. Some possibilities are there, but this is an entirely different situation here for Scatterbrained from what happened last series of Mongols. Yeah, unfortunately for Scatterbrained, this tower doesn't actually cover anything, and the rest of the gold is in the map. There's nothing behind Dragevann's base other than a lot of wood and some space. Ooh, barracks, interesting. So foreseeing the Keshiks. And the 74 gold from Dragevann. I don't even know. Oh, that's to get the first night out, I think. Does it cost 100 gold? Yeah, it costs 100 gold, so... good enough for a double broad axe, I guess. Trying to see where Dragevann spent gold. Can't actually see it anywhere. Oh, spent gold on the spear upgrade. The horses and spears. We're gonna have a silver tree here for Scatterbrained, so Scatterbrained's gonna be able to trade. He's gonna trade really well here. This map is... without knights, it's gonna be hard to raid, honestly. It's gonna be... maybe hard, not the right word. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for Dragevann to raid. Especially with the tower so far forward, you kind of have to deal with it. These 2 golds right there, I forgot to comment on. There's one tower denies 2 golds and denies a patch of berries. That tower is just this value. Okay, the Dragevann food-wise, as these berries, which, like, I'll take them. But Dragevann kind of wants to get in the map a little bit. Okay, so 2 ranges, 1 barracks, and 1 school of cavalry. Scatterbrained with some scouting. It's pretty good. And again, Scatterbrained doesn't leave the silver tree around Yuvu, which is something that would have happened before in previous patches. That's how players would have done. Now, players are more than willing to spend that stone, yeah, on an emplacement like these arrow slits, and going for double military production instead of double donkeys. Alright, here I was claiming that raiding was going to be a pain in the ass. That's what Dragevann is going for. Getting back in his base, nothing is going on right now other than Dragevann almost burning through all those sheep. Dragevann is going to be happy to just raid and turtle around a little bit. Oh, going for one of the marshes there, going for one of the small lakes. Oh my, really? Scatterbrained went silver tree, not producing traders. Okay, that's going to be confusing to Dragevann. Is that a house? That's a house. Wouldn't you have expected a tower, maybe? And that's a lot of army for Dragevann. All of it is trash units. But he has all the trash units, so... at least there's that. Kashyyyk could be dangerous, though. Yeah, and still, like no donkey production. This is... definitely going to be very confusing. Dragevann will not be finding any of them. Because they just aren't there. So 4 Kashyyyk 9 spears, 3 archers, I don't think is enough to go through what Dragevann has. Definitely Scatterbrained needs more archers. But a decent lull in the game here. Oh, this could be dangerous for the Khan. Can't wait to see the Khan fall to the archers here. Oh boy, 2 HP and it survives on 2 health. Ah! Fooled ya! It didn't survive. The Khan is obviously an important piece to the Mongols' arsenal. Interestingly, Scatterbrained going for wheelbarrow, which I like, and he's starting to produce donkeys now. Oh, but Dragevann is patrolling the market. I don't think it would be above Dragevann to wall the market. Alright, so spears. Spears taking on the wrong units there. Kashyyyk are going to be very strong, but spears are very much alive for Dragevann. Dragevann got rid of this tower. This is, in an oversimplified way, got rid of this tower. It's a massive W for Dragevann. However, let's see if Scatterbrained is going to be able to trade or not, because if he isn't, that game definitely taking an ugly turn when trade becomes a major part of your economy. So Dragevann now could start producing knights again. Say again, he didn't produce any yet. But he could start producing knights. Oh, why? He's just gonna push. Oh, but the Kashik are gonna make a move as well. Ooh, and Dragevann might not actually have the units at home to defend. This tower does not have any emplacement on it. Two of these workers, I expect them to fall. This is something I'm going to be very interested in seeing. Ooh, 72 gold. Haven't quite yet paid for yourself. And that's... it's going to be rough. Okay, that Kashik falls. Horsemen should really be targeting the archers. Yeah, but the tower is dead. Very dead. The Kashik have to come back, and there aren't that many spears here in this mass. We have two of them. 2 spears is definitely not enough to take this on. But the lack of archers is definitely hurting Scatterbrained. Ooh, is the Khan gonna fall again? These archers could definitely take the Khan down. They're going instead for the weak Kashik, which I really like. Going into the corner, trapping themselves here. Removing their own ability to micro. Oh, what's gonna be ugly to see is the trader count go down. Or just stay down. But okay, Dragevann just sacrificed this army. But at least get rid of the tower. And really, honestly, force a reaction from Scatterbrained. I don't think this was that much of a loss for Dragevann at all. Okay, spearmen are getting sent over to the corner. They should clear these 2 horsemen. Unless they get sent in move command and just stand around doing nothing. Dragevann seems to... Okay, he's going for eco upgrades as well. So he's just gonna try to work on outmassing Scatterbrained for the time being and use that as a strategy. This camera move like that, alright. Well, there's a defensive tower for Dragevann. Alright, trading is back for Scatterbrained. Dragevann forced to flee with the horsemen. They are heroes, as far as I am concerned. Both players in the marches, that's worth noting. We have Scatterbrained here on one of the lakes. Dragevann already expanding a lot. This lake already eaten. Ooh, are the workers dead? Oh, they're not dead. There are towers everywhere. But idle time is being forced, which could prove critical. We do have 2 knights here for Dragevann. I wonder how costly it could be for Dragevann at this particular moment to try and age up. Because Scatterbrained looks intent on traders and army. And you need your own tempo to deal with that. However, only 5 traders for the time being. There's definitely been, 6 worker kills together with maybe some idle worker time. And the French's faster worker production, that's definitely catching up. Okay, Iron Undermash comes in for Dragevann. Dragevann, a lot of army upgrades as well. Getting the mining upgrade. How many workers does he have in mining? 8? Okay, with 8 it's worth it. If he only had 6, I'd question the decision. But with 8 it's definitely worth it. Well, that's a very forward Uvu. Loads of archers here as well. Getting the stables a little bit forward. Yeah, Dragevann really seems to have the better economy, but Scatterbrained going for the Kurultai. Oh my, and if Dragevann is going straight where the turrets. Oh, do you have? Oh, they are in the stealth forest, so the spears need to be very careful. Okay, but the tower should allow Scatterbrained to see what's going on, right? But all of these knights, they're gonna shut the trade down. Scatterbrained, however, will want to get the Kurultai up and get upgrades. Ooh, don't focus on getting the tower. No, you will focus on getting the tower. Yeah, Dragevann is not gonna wall the market, is he? Okay, new age begins. We're getting the veteran archer upgrade. Could be getting veteran Kashik upgrade, but not enough gold, I guess. There you go. Oh, steeled arrow. So the so archer upgrades and the Kurultai make those archers have 11 attack. 11 attack, like, they deal damage to knights. Okay, Dragevann knows he has to do something now. Oh, he's gonna go for the workers. There are only archers here. The Kashik are busy. Oh my, and I think the trade is gonna get shut down again. Okay, that's another trader gone. That's 9 eco. Dead. This is a veteran Kashik. So many archers though. The archers will not be able to take this on. These are veteran archers as well. Fighting under the Kurultai. Dragevann, I don't know, the knights are gonna be massive. The knights are going on to the Kashik, which I think is a smart move. But fighting under the Kurultai, definitely not the place you want to be. Look at the knights falling. And so are the donkeys of Scatterbrained, and that might be Dragevann's way back into the game. Dragevann sacking all of this army. Yeah, at least he's getting kills on these weak Kashik. Ooh, alright, the trap! That's the Kurultai, that's a great spot. That's just a great spot, isn't it? Unfortunately, Dragevann is just gonna keep on retreating while this happens. What, are all of the donkeys killed? No, there are 5 donkeys still. These 4 survived. There's this one. Oh my, if the spears start connecting, this could spell disaster for Scatterbrained. And feels that way? Oh, Kurultai a little bit too late in the fight, but this still should be enough. Oh my, the archers of Dragevann connecting with Scatterbrained. So many archers! Dragevann also lost a ton of archers. Oh, he's gonna get us around, isn't he? Yeah. Oh no! He didn't get us around! Oh, you could have trapped the Kurultai. Okay, these traders are not gonna get many trips over to the other side here. And if Dragevann ever decides to expand a little bit on the horses there, yeah, the trade gets shut down entirely. That's 13-0 in the worker count kill. Dragevann trying to age up. Scatterbrained really, he wants to keep the foot on that gas. Royal Institute's gonna need a lot of gold. Dragevann, keep that going. I don't know, man. He doesn't even have food. Dragevann doesn't even have food for another night. The army, though, is very defensive, which I certainly appreciate. Oh, that gold over at the wrong time. When spears can't really connect. with the Keshik, but now the knights are on the archers. The Khan is down. Khan was such an integral part of the strategy. All of those knights dying just as he waged up. That is terrible. Okay, that's gonna be the 14 kill. Yeah, there you go. That horseman is gonna die though. So the trade is definitely back. But yeah, that's 7 trader economy. That's a shameful economy. Alright, that's... Is it... Oh no! He's still rallying workers over to that food. Let's first worker kill for Scatterbrained. Yeah, Scatterbrained is so back. Right, I'll stop it to that sarcasm. Yeah, but stop rallying workers over there, man. Okay, Dragevann will have gold in the center of the map. Yeah, it's gonna be this gold vein. He really wants Dragevann veteran knights. Is a big one. There are veteran knights already. So I'm guessing he wants biology for royal bloodlines. Biology is a university tech, isn't it? Fill the stables with the best stallions. That's a nice description. That's a nice description. I like it. The other tags, like, they don't have that description. Okay, I think Scatterbrained is gonna start to push a little bit. These archers are not long for this world. However, Scatterbrained is starting to push. Scatterbrained could find so much value if he attacked into the marshes, but no. Heading straight forward into the town center against the veteran knights. Dragevann just waiting for army count with knights. His knights scale much better than anything Scatterbrained has except spears. Scatterbrained not making any of those spears. Oh, that would have been a really good keep setup here for Dragevann. Dragevann isn't even a stone. Okay, Scatterbrained trying to go for all of the buildings. Okay, these archers are definitely gonna die. These archers are so powerful. Oh, the knights could get a decent engagement. I hate fighting in the cities. I hate fighting with buildings close together. It's always a big old mess. Okay, we do have a few arbaletier. These knights here, they have to engage the right units. Will tie not up, and oh, it might not get up. Alright, it does get up. Scatterbrained fighting under the TC. This is... Okay, Dragevann actually relinquishes game 1. Yeah, way to go for Scatterbrained. Really, really powerful game. Even though he was... He had a straight denied for a long time. Oh, so this map is Frisian Marshes. Oh, the other map is Marshlands then. Yeah, alright, so it's 1-0 Scatterbrained. Let's, I want to see the military kill count. Yeah, definitely a little bit better for Scatterbrained. I want to see the eco count. Eco count graph. Look at that. That's the most interesting graph you've ever seen. Right. Introducing the players in the color purple. It is Dragevann playing as the Japanese. Let's see if he goes for the stone or golden dark age. I think the stone is very outdated. Wait for the stone in the dark age. In the color yellow, it is Scatterbrained playing as the Zushi dynasty. Starts with one less villager, but one imperial official. So you don't have to create one at the start. You can go straight for the mill. Changes your opening just ever so slightly. China, but yeah, so Maneas, what do you think of the matchup and in this particular map?
Well, yeah, since you mentioned a map, I would favor Japanese just because it's a water map, and I mean, you can you can walk around it. It's not like you have to go over the water in order to get to your opponent. But there's a couple of deep sea fish. There's a little bit of shoreline fish. So Japanese with the discounted fishing boats, a little bit favored, I would say. But looking at places for meditation gardens, yeah, it's not as juicy as it was on Kawasan. I mean, you can get the woodline and berries, or gold and woodline, or maybe woodline and woodline berries, maybe stone on the south side. So it's a little bit more difficult for Juicy to really get going on this map.
Yeah, I'm
But we'll see.
thinking.
I mean,
I'm thinking for the meditation gardens, you might be able to get the 2 golds and some food on the berries. Scatterbrained. So that could actually be very decent. Not as good as Kawazan in the last series. You are right about that, but it'd still be a pretty good one.
Yeah, I mean, if he manages to get both gold and the berries, and then maybe even a couple trees, that would be fine. I'm not sure if the range will be enough, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what he'll figure out. He definitely scouted all the places for the meditation garden, so he scouted around his base, and now just going for the opponent, seeing the Koka Township coming up. So the super annoying shinobi are gonna be in play here for Dragevann, and I'm sure he's loving to annoy his opponents. We all know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna have those Narutos coming over from the Koka Township. Meditation Gardens, over on the south side, getting the stone, the berries, and a lot of wood.
It's a fine spot for sure, and with the wood and the food especially, it gets your eco going in the early game, with being able to build more production buildings, slowly tickling up the stone, so you can at some point more easily at least go for either a second TC or even a castle if you add some more villagers on the other gold vein, stone outcropping rather. And so it's a decent meditation gardens. It's also not super exposed to the stealth forest, maybe even protecting it a little bit on the south side and on the right. And so overall a good starting point. He's adding the archery range already, so probably trying to prevent the shinobi from getting anything done here.
Yeah, so the shinobi, very good spellcaster, a spy, which it's basically a StarCraft changeling. Sabotage, which disables a building for 30 seconds. So it's a pretty good time and deals 200 damage. Does it not set on fire anymore?
It does. I'm pretty sure it should still do that. Unless they changed it in the most current patch. So I mean, a couple days ago we got the new patch, the new season, and so I'm not aware that they changed the shinobi much. So and you can already, by the way, you can see Scatterbrained went for a dog, but then he cancelled it. I think because he saw the Koka Township coming up. So with the Kura storehouse, it would have been a different story, but with the shinobi, it's just so annoying to deal with them, because they set your dog on fire, so it burns down. It's disabled for half a minute, and so it's just super difficult to get your water eco going. And then at some point you lose water anyway, and you're like, okay, what's the point? I spent like 1,000 resources and I got like 200 out of it. That's not really worth it. And so a little bit of a battle here between the Shuganu and the Shinobi. Surprisingly good at dealing with the Shuganu still.
Yeah, the Shuganu don't have bonus damage against light. Oh, there you go. It does set on fire. It doesn't say on the tooltip. Shinobi also have the Shin ability, which is basically Blink from Stalkers in StarCraft.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of Shinobi right now. So there's 3 right now on the field. The meditation gardens did get scouted out by Dragevann, so he's aware of that. Scatterbrained trying to go for a second dog, just to have 2 different dogs to be able to hopefully maybe eventually build some ships there. But the junk from Dragevann already coming over, so it's gonna be a really tough uphill battle for Scatterbrained. He can't contest the junk with the Chuganu. The archer ship is just too difficult to deal with the splash shot, as you can see. And so you have to be really careful with that. So no second dog, first dog disabled, and Shinobi on the hunt, trying to get to the gold vein eventually.
And there's that Shinobi. You know what could be dangerous about this gold vein? With the uphill, I don't know, but this junk might be able to hit that gold. No, looking at it, I think it's just far away enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's far enough out of range, and so because the mine cam's on the left side of it, we have the war junk coming out. So Scatterbrained was able to at some point finally get a ship out here from his dock. Now trying to go for a second dock as well. And Dragevann needs to be careful about that. He can't let Scatterbrained mass up on the water. Because you can prevent the dogs from doing anything, you can sabotage them, but once the ships are out, there's nothing you can do against that. Unfortunately for Dragevann, you can't sabotage the ship itself. And now we have the war junk attacking the Japanese dock.
And you also have an archer ship as well in the form of this junk. This junk will be decent against explosive ships. Oh, there's one of those right now!
And there is one, as we're talking about, and a nice connect there as well. So sneaking around the junk and then connecting. Luckily for Dragevann, not getting the dock as well, I believe. So only the war junk, but at least even in the playing field. And the junk going back, going to heal, and then moving to the front again later on.
Yeah, okay, so second dock over here in the north of the lake for Dragevann.
Yeah, that is really crucial. He needs to have a second dog as well in order to contest with the two dogs from Scatterbrained. And it's also nice to have one of the dogs being further away so it doesn't immediately get scouted out, although yeah, now Scatterbrained is already aware of it because of the explosive junk chasing the war junk here from Japanese and almost killing it. So more than 400 damage done. Just one more hit or two and then it's gonna sink.
There we go.
So one thing I wish that Scatterbrained would do in this situation, he has a couple Chuganu just patrolling back and forth on the south side of the docks. And he could actually just move them towards the Japanese gold and harass the villagers, because there's nothing there. Dragevann doesn't have any... He does have a stable, but he doesn't have any units on land, and so he could actually cut his eco down by killing a couple villagers on the gold.
Oh, it's gonna be a big shot!
He's focused on waterfront now. A big shot here from the explosive junk here, or from the demo ship, whatever we want to call it. Two demo ships on the Japanese side, but they're having a hard time making it forward and
good
trying
dodge!
to connect there. Good dodge, but still managing to get one and then another one. So war junk almost killed here. On the other side, another chunk getting the kill here. So both players taking out ships left and right here with the explosive junks.
Oh, but this beautiful play there from the demos, especially from Dragevann. I thought those two demos would be dead for sure, but that's fantastic dodging.
Yeah, that was really nicely done.
Scatterbrained adding another dock. Yeah, right under the Shinobi's beard. I don't know about that. Yeah, it looks like Dragevann forgot about the Narutos.
Yeah, they're just sitting right now. So there's this one side on the top. And then the other one going into the wood line, killing a villager there. So the first villager getting killed at 10 minutes and 40 seconds. So in terms of villager kills, a very peaceful game, but not on water, that's for sure.
And not on water, and not early on land.
No, no, no.
Ooh, not as good dodging now, and I think that's gonna be it. Ooh, Dragevann concedes.
Yeah, he cannot contest the water mass here. Scatterbrained, as we were talking, added a third dog already, so a very good presence on the water here against Japanese. A little bit surprising, I have to admit. I think Dragevann could have put a little bit more pressure onto the water, but I mean, the microing was incredible, so that was very nicely done. And I think most people don't like to watch water fights, but I think that was actually a little bit more entertaining than you would usually expect it to be.
Yeah, with the micro added on top, that was really nice.
Yeah.
I think everybody likes a good demo ship. Just the interaction between the other two that can be boring sometimes. Just 4 rows of ships firing at each other. But the demos always spice it up, and definitely saw it there.
Yeah, they sure do. And as you can see, the resources gathered, so Scatterbrained slowly taking over the resource count. Meditation Gardens for sure putting in some work there as well, getting the passive income up.